Get happy before you achieve your goals. This is something that I ran into a little while ago, maybe 8-9 months now, when I started my online business and I started earning my first 10K a month. It broke me. It's something I wanted for so long. And I moved out of California. I came to Thailand. I was living in this city that had a ton of digital nomads. I was meeting new people, meeting like really interesting types of people with online businesses, people who were almost retired at a young age. Like they weren't super rich, but they were in that same place I was, of just sort of having some online income, a bit more freedom, and being able to move around a bit. And I dreamed of this for so long, but it broke me. It broke me because I felt so weird. I was like, I did the thing I wanted. Like, I literally have vision boards of this. I have so many documents. I was at a job before this for 10 months where every day I was dreaming about this. And now I'm here. And I'm like, now what? Now what? I titled this video, Get Happy Before You Reach Your Goals. Because the lesson that I learned in that moment, and what I've worked on since then, and how I've rewired the way my purpose works, the way that I view life in general, is that goals are completely separate from happiness. Now, there's some caveats here, right? Like, if you're not achieving health goals, if you're not achieving business goals, like if you're really, really struggling and you haven't taken any actions and you're really far below your potential, then it'll be very hard for you to train up the happiness skill. I wouldn't even recommend it, actually. Instead, my point is that when you start to achieve some of your goals and you get that first level of, I set this in my mind, I achieved it. But then the natural human thing is to set a higher goal. And if you don't think you're going to do that, I promise you will. Whether it's in fitness, whether it's in money. Like if you're dreaming right now of making 2K a month in an online thing, the moment you get 2K a month, you will want 10K a month. The moment I got 10K a month, I just wanted 100K a month. I thought I'd be above it. Because I was aware of it, but no. Because the seeking part is completely separate from the actual external goal being achieved or not. The part of us that wants something more, something that we're predicting in the future that we will get, and if we can get that, then we can feel okay. We can feel joy. We can feel present. We can feel like happy if we get that thing in the future. That's the seeker, right? And whenever you achieve a goal, like if you set 10K in your head, the moment you get there, goalpost moves. I used to be obese, and it's like I was 265 pounds and I lost 65 pounds. I got down to 200 and I was skinny. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty high for a bit. I was pretty happy. But then I just wanted more muscle, and I started thinking about strength and numbers. I started even thinking about the gym a bit less, and I was like, oh shit, like now I need a girlfriend. And it seemed that like the moment I achieved this goal, like I was obese for years, where I was trying to lose the weight. And in my head, I was like, if I can just lose the weight, then I can be free. Then I can be happy. And I did it, and then it didn't work. What the hell? Now it's the same thing with money, which is interesting because I feel like I was aware of this happening. Like I listened to other people who were in robes on a YouTube video talking about this, and I thought I'd be above it. But it's a type of lesson that you can't really learn until you get to that goal. And I still, again, like I wouldn't recommend this if you're at the very start. Like if you, like, this is optional advice, what I'm giving right now. Because if you want to be a monk, or if you want to really let go of the material world, and like that's your calling right now, and you don't care at all about, supporting like a family with your own work and money, like financial stuff. Like if you really want to commit your life to sort of renouncing the material world and going out and doing that lifestyle of more of like a monk or yogi in that context, go do that. You know, go max out happiness before you achieve any goals. It's possible. I think there's a lot of cases where monks still have material desires and they're just constantly meditating to maintain that lifestyle. But there's a lot of cases where that's not true. And I've been around Buddhist Zen centers and places in India where it's definitely like you can fully commit to that lifestyle. Completely respect it. Completely think it's fine. I think for most of us though, especially if you clicked on this video, you're not choosing that lifestyle. You want to be happy, but you also have goals. You want to be able to support, your family. You want to build something, earn money, earn income. And for this type of person though, I think when you achieve your first level of goals in fitness and business, you should then get happy and then build from a happy place for your next goals. You could even do it from the very start. I just don't have experience with that. And so I don't want to recommend that because I know a few people that did that and they lost like the drive to even care about the material world. If you're an ambitious person, then if you achieve a few goals and then you become happy, at least what I'm noticing in my experience, is that now I'm building from joy, from devotion, and I have a much bigger vision of how I can serve the world. Like if you've seen my app, Sahaj, like the mission of that company is to awaken many, many people. It's to show people their inner freedom, their inner peace, to give them power. I have this mission and I feel as though it spawned in from me becoming happy now. Like me focusing on meditation, spirituality, breath work, journaling, inner work, shadow work. Like there's so many different things. Like this won't be a complete breakdown of like how to get happy, but just to more push you to make happiness the priority. Because for me, now I have this grander vision that I'm going to be committing a lot more time to, and you'll see over the years moving forward, like how this will unfold. And building from this blissful, peaceful place allowed me to be able to even imagine a vision that I can be proud of devoting a lot of my life to, right? And so that's why, like for most people I know, they don't do this. And when they get to 10K a month, they want 100K a month or $1 million a month. And for that type of person, the goalpost keeps moving and they don't seem that satisfied or happy. Like some of them definitely are. Like it's a cool lifestyle from what I've met so far traveling around. But it's like the main difference I feel is that there's just no passion in the work. It's like they're playing a game and they've like won the game. They're like really good at the video game that they're playing, which is like fair. Like I don't have any hate for that, but I don't think it's the ideal. This is my opinion because there's something to it, to loving your work, to dedicating your life to a mission that you really love and will actually, you believe provides good value for the rest of the world. There's something to that I wish more people had, because most of the mantra online in the online business world and just like what gets spoken about, it's more that Hormozy thing of like, you're going to suffer, you're going to suffer your entire life, so just choose the thing you're going to suffer on. And I'm like, bro, I worked for 10 hours the other day. I got so much done and I had a smile on my face. I didn't suffer, but I was working on the highest leverage task that I thought was for my business. But I didn't suffer. And so it makes me realize, like, and of course, like maybe it's different because I'm still at a lower level. And if I was at Hormozy level making multi 9 figures a month in my businesses, maybe it changes. But I don't know. I get more inspired by how Steve Jobs spoke about passion. Steve Jobs, like in his Stanford speech, it's been really resonating with me recently, where he was just like, he said to keep searching for your passion, to not settle. And once you find it, you'll know. And I've started to tap into that now, where I've been searching for so long, tried so many different things. And now I found it and I really love it. And I think it's worth pursuing. I think it's worth saying no to money for in order to find this thing. And I do believe that happiness is part of the process of finding your life's purpose, of finding your work passion that you're going to be dedicating yourself to. Because work is such a large part of your life. If that's not also aligned to what you believe is your purpose, the thing that's bringing you max happiness, satisfaction, union with the universe, infinity, God, like however you want to define it, doesn't really make sense to me. This is all just my experience and like what I'm spitballing out. I think it would be valuable to someone listening to this. Happiness as the priority, especially past the first few goals. Once you get your life a bit situated, that's when you can prioritize happiness. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.